Hello, is that TC Electronic? Yeah, what I want is an overdrive pedal, but I want a real valve in it, and I don't want to spend over £40 on it. Can you do that? You can do that. Oh, right. Great. Tonight we're taking a look at the Tube Pilot from TC Electronic. This is an overdrive pedal, that's the word I'm looking for, that's got a real tube in it, so they say. I'm really tempted to take this apart. There's some screws there, and just have a look at that. These come in around about £40, $40, €40, wherever you are in the world, which is pretty surprising for like a mass-produced pedal that's got a tube inside it. Obviously, there's a factory somewhere in China that's still making valves, tubes, call them what you want, perhaps, or I don't know. Yeah. If you're a guitarist and you're here because obviously this is a guitar pedal. If you're thinking about this, have a look at this. So yeah, it's a £40 valve overdrive. So yeah, you might want to take a look at it. That might be a good idea. Won't be for everyone. It's definitely in classic rock kind of, that's the kind of space I reckon that's in. It does break up quite soon into the drive on guitar. However, tonight I'm looking at this with one of my monosynths, and tonight we'll be using the Minibrute. So we'll be going over to Arturia corner and doing everything over in that corner. But yeah, so let's go. Here we go. So it's the Tube Pilot with the Minibrute. Right, we are over here in Arturia corner. Now I've got the Minibrute set up here, and I'm just using the sub oscillator. I think this pedal sounds better on the more simple sort of sound source. So sub oscillator, right? Set to a sine wave because we can do that with the Minibrute. So a little bit of hall reverb and a little bit of tape delay. Let's engage the pedal and just sort of past about 11 o'clock, both the volume and the tube drive. Woo! Tell you what, I just think that sounds great. start. So let's just go through the tube driver mount. So obviously all the way off, and then even at the lowest setting, off. It's great. Hey! And that's just obscene. And that's maxed out. Yeah, I think just, you know, about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, a bit less, just to give it that bit of extra oomph. Let's give you Sawtooth. That's interesting because there it's acting a bit like a low pass filter, right? Because without pedal engaged, quite a lot of treble in that signal. Once we engage the pedal, a lot of that high end disappears. It's great. Square wave. I'd say the square wave is probably is kind of most similar to how the output of the pedal would be. Engage the pedal. Yeah, that's quite interesting. It's almost reining in the squareness. It's almost like cancelling out the squareness of the wave. And again, that kind of low pass effect appears to be. Let's do a triangle wave without. Almost chip tuning. It's almost chip tuning, isn't it? Yeah, very Commodore 64. Nice. And that's noise. It's just noise. It's just noise. But for me, just having that, like the most simple sound source, a nice sub-oscillator sine wave, which on the Minibrute sounds totally fine, and then just gauging that pedal. And obviously we can mix in the other waves. Create nice sort of complex sort of mixtures of waves. Bit of noise thrown in for good measure. Again, that's just obscene. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's call it a day. This has been the Tube Pilot with a monosynth. I think this sounds really good. I think this sounds very musical, especially like feed it a sine wave, little bit of reverb, little bit of delay from a rack unit. Just sounds great. Obviously not the first person to put an overdrive pedal on a synth. Obviously that's not. Indeed, I'm looking at the Neutron over here, and indeed, you know, that has an overdrive circuit built in, because obviously they, that's a good thing. But yeah, 40 quid, so I'm kind of interested to hear what this sounds like with the Pro One or the Boog, as I saw in a comment, the Model D. Yeah, even a Moog. I don't own a Moog, sadly. Not yet. But I think, yeah, for a small outlay, you can add a bit of tube loveliness, and it's and it really is, it's driving and it's breaking up your sound rather than just being a sort of tube preamp. It's not that. Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, all right, let's call it a day. Cheers, folks. Ta-ra.